Hey everyone, Nick Davies here. Share some lessons, some things that are popping up for me as usual. And today I was remembering about a time where I was doing my end of year assessment. And those things have always bothered me to get the right information out. Meaning that after a whole year, what do you talk about? And oftentimes it's the things that's the flavour of the moment, right? What's near appraisal time, what's near assessment time, they're the things that get talked about. Because oftentimes, especially in bigger organisations or companies that are small and coming up, haven't got a really developed process, one that really works really well at scale, or something that's gone through a lot of times and iterated. And so how to really make most of it, regardless of what that situation is, regardless of how they're set up in that particular company. And really the way I think about it is, stop doing lots of things and just do some things, right? And said differently, we can't focus on many things at once. In just the same way, when we want to get something done, it's really useful to chunk it down into something that's really bite-sized and just focus on getting those particular things done. The same way it comes to end-of-year appraisals, or any sort of appraisals, is to be really clear about what the things are. And just use the simple 1, 2, 3. Think about, okay, what beginning of the year I decided to do 3 things. These were the 3 things I wanted to do. And at the end of the year, just report on those 3 things. And even if that's not defined through the year, you can still look back and get clear about what the things were, and then distill that down and then articulate that. That's going to come across so much better than talking little bits and pieces of many different things. You want to get deep on those things, say why it's important, and it's going to be really impactful. For me, that's how that showed up. And I'll always remember how that year there was so much stuff going on. But just to get really clear about those 3 things, not to say the other things to discount them, but what's the top 3 things? What's the things you could say that are the most impactful that year for you, that you did, for your team, for the business, for the company? Focus on those things. Because if you can't remember it, surely everyone else can't either. And oftentimes if the other things do come up, then that's fantastic, it's a bonus. But focus on what those things are, because you can only do so many things at once. So forget about doing everything and just focus on top 3 things. Give it a go, guys. Tell me what you think. Think about when your next appraisal is. Maybe it's a monthly, maybe it's a quarterly, maybe it's with doing that with your staff, and maybe it's just in a meeting, in a weekly meeting. What's the top 3 things you can ask someone in your team to do? What's the top 3 things you can tell your boss that you did? Give it a go. Let me know. Take care.